No, Let's Ride is dead.
No, it's dead.
Oh, my gosh.
It's been dead.
Oh, my gosh.
I heard it's been dead.
Oh, wow. Wow. It just shows you how much I've been paying attention to the Broncos. Let's Ride has died. Wow, that should have been top of.
He wants a new look, man. He wants a new look. Let's ride. I mean, that thing didn't ride last year. That thing, just fell down and died. So he's got to come up with a new one.
So, as a star quarterback falling farther, faster than Russell Wilson last year, and who knows whose fault it was, but to the extent that it was Russell Wilson, we're going to find out this year with Sean Payton as the head coach. And we talked earlier, and we're going to get into a game of word association here, but we talked earlier about every coach has his own plan for his team about what he needs. He knows Russell Wilson needs to get out there and play in this new offense to just kind of get past what happened last year. So, first thing that comes to mind, based upon the first look we saw, Chris, of Russell Wilson in the Sean Payton offense.
The thing that I want to say coming into shape would be like the what I want to talk about. And one, because yes, the offense, but the thing that jumped out to me more than anything, and I know people had talked about this, but this is the first time I got to really see it, was Russell Wilson lost weight. Russell Wilson's inner thighs don't rub together anymore. Russell Wilson looks like a different guy. Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right. He was thick.
There's no sound made when he walks in his pants.
There's not as much rubbage. There's not as much chafage down there anymore. But I think that's one thing Sean Payton got him into. Was, hey, man, you need to be quicker. Your movement still needs to be a thing. You moving around the pocket and doing that. And he definitely lost weight. And within that, looked quicker, looked faster. And I thought even the processing between his brain and just getting the ball out of his hands and the way he threw it that way, I thought looked quicker. So you can tell Sean Payton's had an effect on Russell Wilson already.
That is a very real phenomenon, too. When I was younger, I was larger, and I had some pants that got ruined, not because of holes in the knees or, other damage, but because of the zoom, leaving no material, leaving holes eventually in your jeans there. But yes, he did look good. They didn't do much in the first few drives. They put together the touchdown drive. There it is, 4th and 4 to Jerry Jeudy to score the touchdown.
And missed a field goal. 2 field goals.
We were down in the barn. Yeah, we were down in the barn watching this game, and I looked up and I see Russell Wilson still in at 6:54 left in the second quarter. I mean, look, Sean Payton is acceleration is the word that I would say. Sean Payton is trying to accelerate Russell Wilson's adaptation to the Broncos offense. You got to get him ready for week 1 when they play, I think, the Raiders right out of the gates. That's a winnable game in theory. You got to get him ready, and the only way to get him ready is to get him out there in game situations. Acceleration of Russell Wilson's adjustment to the Payton offense.
Yeah, that's right. Like here was the one that we know. We saw the starters. He didn't give a damn. Preseason 1, nope. We got to get used to Sean Payton way of life. Offense, get in shape, be physical. You mentioned it. They're in the AFC West. You got to hit the ground running. You start out 1-3 in the AFC, you might be done. Who knows? It's just so much talent. But yeah, I liked it. I mean, I thought he looked really damn good. It wasn't perfect, like you said. They had 2 drives where, hey, field goal kicker is going to be something that's going to be scrutinized there a little bit in Denver after that performance. But then gets the all-out blitz, hits Jerry Jeudy, and they got something they can coach and work on and build on there. And I think that should be, encouraging for Sean Payton and company.
All right. Next up, we'll move on to the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love. First look at him as QB1 in the preseason. He played in the past in the preseason because Aaron Rodgers never did. That's the big difference for the Packers this year. You got a starting quarterback that's out there in the first preseason game doing what he has to do to get himself ready for week 1. So what's your word or words that come to mind when we see the first look at Jordan Love in the preseason as the starter for the Packers?
Me likey, okay? Me likey what I saw, all right? Yep, that's English for today. That's what I did. I liked it, right? And this is what, to me, one, hey, the kid's got physical talent. he does not look like, the lights are too bright or anything. This was his one, or no, it wasn't this throw. I think it's the next throw. He had one missed throw where he missed a wide open tight end on a third down crossing route. But even on that, I liked it because he let it go. But he showed me movement. Look at that, Mike. Dropping down sidearm, throwing it to a little window here. And then, of course, this throw, just putting it up in a spot where his guy Doubs can go up and get it. I thought all of it was very good from Jordan Love. And he had a few throws where he let it go, where I went, ooh, there's the fastball. He's got to continue to work on that. But I like the potential of this Green Bay offense. And I know we've said that. I think people are sleeping on him.
One of the complaints you had about Trey Lance when he got started, he had that one speed, one throw all the time, fastball. You need to vary it, and that's what we're seeing from Jordan Love.
Right.
And we're seeing a mastery, and he's been able to sit for 3 years. I think that we need to give the kid time.
Yep.
He's the only person in this whole drama in Green Bay that you should feel sorry for, because he's the only one who got drafted into that situation. And he never created a problem, never said a word, never made any waves during the past 3 years, never asked to be traded, just dealt with it. And now we're seeing the fruits of what he's learned on the bench, working with Aaron Rodgers. He's had access for 3 years to Aaron Rodgers. So, with all due respect to our good friend Adam Shine, who said not that long ago Jordan Love can't play football, and he was doing it for effect, Jordan Love can play football. We saw that Friday night, and we're going to see it week 1. And I think the Packers will be better. I think the NFC North is almost as wide open as the NFC South. The only difference is we've already anointed, we collectively, the Lions as the champions, which I think is a mistake.
I agree.
I think the NFC North is wide open, almost as wide open as the NFC South.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I would. And I think when you take complete rosters, there's an argument to be made that Green Bay still has the most complete roster in that division. We know their D's good. Their O-line's good. They got 2 running backs. They got 2 young tight ends that are damn good. They got the receivers. And hey, he went 7 for 10. And Courtney, I know we got some B-roll of 2 incompletions. 2 of them, they weren't even that bad. He has one down the left sideline where he throws to Christian Watson, who we know can fly, right? And he's got DJ Turner beat. Dax Hill does a great job. The Jesse Bates replacement gets over there. I mean, that ball, it's going to fall in Christian Watson's hands here. So it wasn't like, oh, this incompletion was bad or anything like that. That was a good throw. That was just a hell of a play by the safety, and he's going to learn to keep his eyes down the middle of the field and not let that guy jump over there too fast. Here was the other throw I was talking about, Mike. I like this throw because, 1, I love to see the fastball, but 2, I also want to go, hey, get used to it now. You can't miss that in the regular season. A guy that open on 3rd and 7, that's got to be a machine slam dunk throw, first down, move on. It was the first drive of the game. I'm sure nerves played into that a little bit, but hopefully he doesn't miss those, too often.
Last one, we got our first look at Justin Fields and DJ Moore together, and it was a short pass and a 62-yard explosion by Moore. What was your reaction to that, Chris? Give me a word or a phrase.
Well, I mean, perfection is what the whole thing was there. And I just mean that because, 1, Justin Fields went 3 for 3 for 129 yards, and I don't think he threw the ball past 4 yards, right? This was a long screen pass, but it just shows you the capabilities and the explosiveness this group has. DJ Moore is a superstar. And if you look at his stats through the first 4 or 5 years of his career, it's up there with the all-time greats of the sport, and he hasn't even had a good quarterback or offense around him. But between their ability to run, Fields' ability to run, Chase Claypool, like we've talked about, Darnell Mooney, and the Bears could be the big play Bears this year. They have that type of potential, so they should be pumped up in the Windy City.
My reaction, it's a trap. And that is a message to all the defenses out there. You see the screen pass to Moore, the screen pass to Khalil Herbert, who went 56 yards for a touchdown. They're getting all those defensive coordinators to think that that's what they're going to do. And then when the games roll around, what's going to happen? Fields is going to light them up deep. That's what I think this was. Now, it's great that the guy takes it and takes off, and
Sure.
it makes it even more of a threat.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll reconsider. But I think they're doing all that short stuff because when it's time to play, they're not showing any of Justin Fields getting the ball down the field. They're going to hold that until week 1. And these plays being successful is going to draw defenses up.
Yeah.
It's going to make it easier to get the ball down the field. But wait for week 1. We're going to see Justin Fields, I believe, throwing the ball down the field. All right, we're going to. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.